Okay, so this is the west entrance of the Earthship. This isn't the permanent door, it's a construction door. Or who knows, maybe it'll become permanent. As you can see outside, this is our pop can wall with concrete. In between is a double layer of rigid insulation. On the other side of this wall is exactly the same thing. And we'll plaster over this one. And then the outside tires here, we'll get a plastering job for the elements as well. This area here is greenhouse area, planter area, and what we hope is going to be a tilapia pond. It's quite deep in there, but this will all be lined with EPDM and we'll have all the gravel and the rocks and everything in, so we can plant stuff. And as you can see, they're situated to the south with the windows so that we get maximum sunlight. This big area here will be the kids' room, and it'll be divided up somehow. So they have a bit more privacy. And it's the biggest room in the Earthship. The Earthship has 5 views. It's the older style Earthship, not Michael Reynolds' new global Earthship designs. We really like this older design because despite all the concerns about moisture from the greenhouse and keeping the house warm when there's only the single glass wall, despite all that, we really liked the look and feel of it. So, come through here. And if you can see right down the hallway of the Earthship, you can see some interior walls. This one right here is the main bathroom. And this area here will be for our washing machine, and we'll probably have drying racks above it. We don't plan on having a dryer in the Earthship. So we're still trying to figure out how we're going to dry a lot of clothes, but probably in the bedrooms we'll have drying racks as well. In here is the first bathroom, and around the corner will be where the toilet is. And we, according to code, we have to hook up traditional plumbing to a toilet and be able to flush it before it passes. But our intention is to have composting toilets, probably humanure toilets, because we've seen them in use before and they work really well. And then against here would be a sink, and then quite an unusually shaped bathtub. We hope to do it with a process that's generally referred to as man-made marble, and it's got another name, tilapia or something, and I can't pronounce it. Okay, back into this room is what Michael Reynolds would refer to as the module room, but it's essentially the utilities room. The back half of it will be where all the electrical is and controls for any other system. The front half, it's our intention from about the skylight down to have a little reading nook here. A bench with that folds up that has things in it that can be stored, maybe a bookshelf or something. A lot of our electrical is coming on the ends of the walls. We've framed in chases for the electrical, so a lot of the electrical will run through this area. And in here is probably the hardest one to imagine right now is the kitchen. And there'll be kitchen cupboards, or counters all along here. So the sink and the stove and everything else will be up here, with access, of course, to the planters for the grey water system. Over here, generally over here will be the fridge, probably a propane fridge or something like that. The back half of this kitchen room will be pantry. It's quite large in here, and the front half would be more cupboard space and possibly an island, we're not sure yet. This thing right here is what we call the pass-through from the kitchen to the living room. But Chris designed the house in such a way so that the spans could support an open area in here, and this will be an eating area, sort of like a breakfast nook, and we'll have lights hanging down over top of it, and in the morning we can all just sit around it and have breakfast. Let's keep going here. Our main entrance to the front yard, and Chris and I argued quite a bit about this too, because it was quite a bit of work to frame in another door in the front face of the wall. But I really wanted to be able to, in the summertime, if we were barbecuing, to be able to walk right out of the kitchen and do stuff in the front yard rather than having to go to either end of the building. So eventually the floor will be up a little bit, and this will be stepping down into the house. This area is the living room, dining room. We'll probably have a small table here, so it's our formal dining area right here. You can see at the rocket mass heater that we've talked about quite a bit, and we've written a how-to manual ebook that's for sale on our website. And the living room has a heated bench, which is part of the rocket mass heater. It's not finished. We plan on, there's another whole layer of cob that goes on that, and plastering and a whole bunch of things. Probably notice in these rooms, this room particularly behind the heater, the wall is embedded with rock. And the intention there is, even though the tires actually our thermal mass, and they will collect a lot of heat that will be released in the colder temperatures of night. The rocks actually increase the thermal mass as well. So we wanted to embed rock. That'll be all plastered over as well. I wanted 2 bathrooms. Originally, Chris thought we could do with 1 bathroom because right now we have a very tiny bathroom, and up until about a year ago that was working really well, but now we have almost 2 teenagers and 1 coming up to be a teenager, and the bathroom right now is at a premium, and it's a lineup every morning. So this is the 2nd bathroom. It's much smaller, but it has sort of an entrance from the master bedroom, but also from the living room, so that it's not really just for the master bedroom. Anybody who's visiting us could use it as well. It's tiny, but it has we did some bottle work in it. I don't know if you can be able to tell, but there's a flower here, and we have seen the sun shine through it, and it's quite beautiful. All of this will be plastered as well. And this is the master bedroom. This is probably bigger than any room I've ever had in any building I've lived in, and it's going to be my bedroom, so it's kind of ironic because I've never even had a living room this big before. And within the master bedroom is this grape planter area. Chris and I really wanted to have some greenery that's accessible in our bedroom area as well. And then the door to the east of the building. And plans way in the future are to have a little patio there for going out in the morning and having coffee or whatever. But if you turn and look at the bathroom walls, we also have bottle walls on this side because the sun coming in the morning helps light up the bathroom as well. This is, we actually started to rough in wiring, and we wanted to see what some fixtures would look like, and so we picked this up and we've installed it, and so it's kind of the look that we're looking for. And what you can see when you're looking at this is some of the beam work that we did. Because we used to build log homes and we were selling premium products, we had to ensure a premium grade for all the homes. So a lot of really good wood wasn't being used because customers didn't want it, but it was perfectly fine for us. And these big round logs were very weathered because they'd sat here for a long time, nobody wanted them. So we spent 3 weeks a couple summers ago actually sandblasting every big log in this building. And the wood that you see along the sides here are our old machine logs. These other logs we had to recover as well. They were not the premium logs, but again, good enough for us. And all the decking was the decking that goes on the ceiling was actually started out as logs as well, but we cut them down and sent them through our planer because we had an industrial planer here.